Right, it's time to get on with Helen's story. Because that's pretty much all we've got left. Well, that's all we can do right now. Because basically, to get the true ending of NiGHTS Journey of Dreams, you need to get at least a C rank on every single mission in the game. So to do that, we've got to play through Helen's story here. Now, I must say, Helen's got a lovely house. You got there before it rang, Helen. You psychic. What a cow. Just leaving her mother like that. Oh, something's happening on the 24th. Ooh! I wonder what it is. Track here is conscience.
I'm sorry.
As you can probably tell, I don't like Helen that much. She annoys me. A lot. So, we're back at the Dream Gate, but this time all the doors are on the other side of the gate. That's fine by me.
Is this your first time here, mademoiselle? Allow me to explain.
Why are you speaking to me in French, owl?
At the entrance to what your people would call the world of dreams.
The world of dreams?
Oh, listen well, young lady. Don't be fooled by that name, World of Dreams. I don't mean to imply that the world itself doesn't exist. It is simply... oh, how should I put it? It is another world, one that you are able to visit only while you are fast asleep. We ourselves refer to it as the night dimension.
Right, okay.
People who come to the night dimension from your world are known as visitors. Oh, pardon me. I do tend to rattle on. You may call me Owl Visitor. Oh, what's that? What's that?
Hey, look, it's NiGHTS.
Dearest me, you gave me quite a fright. You ought to know better than to startle your elders in such a manner.
Hey there. Sorry about the old bird here. I know it's kind of a drag listening to him squawking on and on.
Excuse me, a drag? I am simply attempting to welcome this visitor and...
Who are you?
My name is NiGHTS. Let me tell you, you'll have a much better time flying around with me than chatting with this old owl. So how about it? Want to duelize with me and try your hand at flying around?
Duelize?
So you jump down Will's throat about not being able to pronounce dualize, but you don't jump down Helen's throat. NiGHTS, you're sexist.
Allows your bodies to assimilate with one another.
What do you mean?
Ah, it would probably be much easier to understand if you just tried it. Go over and touch NiGHTS. You'll see what I mean. That is, of course, if you're interested in that sort of thing.
I still can't get over how wrong those few sentences sound. It's just so wrong.
Visitor. Well,
So now I've got the tutorial again, which sucks. But yeah, we've got to do it because obviously you can start as Will. You can start with Will's story. You can start with Helen's story. So they've got to do the tutorial for both. Obviously, we'll try and get through this as quickly as possible. So yeah, just enjoy some pretty flying. Helen here, full name Helen Cartwright, is voiced by Victoria Ashby, and just like Riley O'Flynn, this is the only thing she's done that's on IMDb that I can find. So yeah, I have to say, hey, she doesn't do a great job. Victoria Ashby is probably one of the weaker voice actors in the game, which isn't great. Now, I've already talked quite a bit about NiGHTS and Janissa Aguirre, or how you pronounce her name. But I've got another little bit of interesting trivia. Apparently, according to Aguirre, when chatting to a fan, inspiration for the voice for NiGHTS came from Hermione Granger, who's played by Emma Watson in the Harry Potter movies. Although, to be perfectly honest, I can't quite hear the similarities, but apparently that's where the inspiration came from.
well done. Well,
Apparently.
oh, well. Oh. Visitor.
I still love the sereneness of this tutorial. It's just like, oh wow.
Oh, this is awful. Oh.
Fine, we will kill the Nightmarens. Just give me a minute. There you go. No need to worry about a thing, Owl.
Hey, hold on a moment. There's something I forgot to tell you.
What did you forget, NiGHTS?
You see that dark ocean over there? You'd be best off if you don't go anywhere near it.
You mean that ocean over there with the black water?
Right. I don't really know exactly what it is myself, but they say it can destroy a visitor's soul, and then they'll never be able to return here again.
Oh my.
Well, anyway, it's just a story. Let's get back to the Dream Gate.
Don't you just love revisiting cutscenes like that? But at least we can get started on Helen's story properly.
How curious. The door to
Shortly.
NiGHTS seems to have appeared. But then that must mean you must have an idia.
What's an idia? And what's Nightopia?
Idia are sparks of light that dwell within the hearts of visitors. Here in the night dimension, those idia can give form to the paradise known as Nightopia.
Paradise?
Oh, come on. Enough with the explanations. Let's just go check it out. Hey, what's your name anyway, young lady?
My name is Helen. It's a pleasure to meet you, NiGHTS.
The pleasure's all mine.
What is it with these kids and forgetting to introduce themselves? Shameful.
Ah, NiGHTS. Long time no see. Out for a walk with your little visitor friend, are we?
Camp as ever, Riala.
NiGHTS, I'm under orders to put you away for a bit. Nothing personal.
Hey, leave NiGHTS alone.
No, you mustn't go near that monster.
Yes, yes. Listen to your elders. You're just a helpless little girl, after all.
Helpless. Excuse me? We're gonna kick your ass, mate.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was terribly frightening, wasn't it?
Well, kind of, but,
That was a nightmare from the dark realm of nightmare. Their aim is to take Idia from visitors in order to destroy NiGHTopia. When visitors come to this world, they ambush them and steal their Idia from them. In all likelihood, they must have taken your Idia as well.
But we have an Idia.
That crimson light!
You just said we had an Idia, Owl. Jeez, man. Owl thing.
Ah, yes, I see. That Idia must be what called forth this door.
Exactly.
Idia of courage. With that, you might just be able to rescue knights. But that is your decision. I will wait for you beyond the door.
Now, I think sort of, Riala definitely has much more of a role in Helen's story than in Will's story. In Will's story, he just sort of turns up and then buggers off again. Whereas Helen's story actually sort of does some stuff. I think sort of Riala is more heavily involved in Helen's, and Owler is more heavily involved in Will's. So Will gets the better end of the stick here, but yeah, I think I'd rather spend time with an old owl who probably talks a little bit too much than an evil, crazy
Paradise created by the Idia.
Thing.
Ah, I knew that you would come.
Owl? Who are those little people?
Why, those are NiGHTopians. They're the inhabitants of this place. Normally, they act rather bright and cheerful, but they must be very scared of the nightmares at this moment.
Oh, poor little things.
Poor things.
According to them, Knights is being held in that prison over there.
Well, I don't think you need to,
A rescue with
say
Will.
according to them. Knights kind of is there, you know?
Fire is guarded by the nightmares.
By the Goodle there, yeah.
Wait! You mustn't rush.
Oh, shut up.
Knights, are you okay?
Helen, what are you doing here?
I wanted to help you. But I don't know if...
Helen, is that a red Idia?
It is indeed.
Okay. That red Idia is enough to take care of this cage. Come on, climb up here using that chain. Let's show these guys we mean business.
And so we begin Aqua Garden, which I do quite like. It's really pretty and stuff. It's certainly harder than Will's Pure Valley. The music track is Sweeping Seashore, which I just love. I'd say it's certainly my favourite looking level for Helen. It's just sort of because it is so really pretty. I can't quite say the other levels have the same sort of vibrancy. I think that's probably the best word to describe it. But yeah. Now, I might as well go into a little bit of discussion on nicest design, since I've got some information here for you. Naoto Oshima, who was the original Knights designer, and Kazuyuki Hoshino, who was the character designer for the video game Knights into Dreams. Now, so they designed Knights. Though Knights into Dreams was left without a sequel for over a decade, the character continued to appear within games developed by Sonic Team with cameo showing all the affection and stuff of the character. This led to Knights Journey of Dreams, Naoto Oshima had left Sega by that point, so Kazuyuki Hoshino was placed in charge of character design for Journey of Dreams. Takashi Iizuka, the lead game designer, as I mentioned quite a bit, felt that with Hoshino they captured the style used for the character in the original game, and I have to say that I think they probably did. It's just I don't think some people agree quite with the whole voice acting thing. And I think one of the other things is that in Nights into Dreams, there's a very visible disconnect between Knight's arms and hands, kind of like Rayman, if you know what I mean. Whereas in this game, because of the sleeves that go up to right up to their hand, it's a bit more difficult to see whether Knight's is missing any appendages, like a wrist, you know. I don't quite think appendage is the right word. Let's have a look. Is appendage the word I want? Probably not. Yeah, it's certainly not appendage. But yeah, there were no risks. There's lots of disconnect and so on and so forth. Yeah. I quite like this section. It's very pretty. Oh heck yeah! That went awesomely. God, I basically did what I did on Will's Bellbridge thing. Except I didn't do it as well. That sucks. And now we begin the boss, which I have to say is probably the creepiest of all of the bosses in the game. Because of the whole thing of coming out the ground and this is Grania or Gerania. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. Do whatever you like. The song is Giant Grania Gerania. I don't know. And essentially, what you want to do is you want to get him out of the ground, which you generally do by flying clothes. Ram him in the helmet, and then collect up his balloons, because they make him whole. You can generally do it quite quickly, but sometimes you might not do quite so well with him. Grania resembles, I think, one of the bosses in the previous game, Pulpo, but it's more in appearance than in strategies. But Grania really does creep me out. I think it's because of the whole big fish thing. Apparently, Grania's name is similar to Grania, or whatever, which in mythology is the mountain the son of Zeus swam to in order to escape a flood. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to the door. Get some stuff done, maybe.
Well done, well done. You have truly proven yourself worthy of the Idia of Courage.
Well, I mean, I just...
But it is still too early to celebrate.
We weren't celebrating, Owl!
Originally possess a total of 5
Stop
different
kind of putting words in our mouths, you know?
You've at least managed to hold on to your Idia of Courage. The remaining 4 are the Idia of Purity, Intelligence, Growth, and Hope. They are white, blue, green, and yellow, respectively. If you can retrieve them all, then peace will be restored to Nightopia. Idia are the very source of Nightopia. The fact that Nightopia currently exists at all means that the other Idia must be someplace in this world, most likely hidden. Listen well, visitor. These idia are of your very heart. Retrieve the remaining 4 idia, and your heart will win out over Nightmare.
There's still a typo there. He said the Nightmare in the credits and Nightmare voice.
You needn't worry.
Sonic Team, this is terrible. At least you got that bit right.
I can to keep an eye on you and help you out to the best of my abilities.
Let's do this.